Hey YouTube, so tonight I'm going to do another Arts and Letters subscription review. This is still the same original subscription. I didn't buy more. There was, I believe, the $120 fee, and so far they've sent me three. It's per week, so they've sent me 3 weeks worth of letters. I believe for a month they're going to send me one more, and that'll wrap up the subscription. So rather than one subscription I'm doing, it's broken down by week. So I am doing one for each week that they've sent me. So what I'm going to tell you right now about this, that it's a little confusing, but I'm going to try to explain it, is that this was dated the 27th of November. This was the first one in the series. Because they sent them so quickly back to back, I got confused, and the first video y'all saw was actually the second letter they sent me. But to be honest with you, I don't think it really matters too much as far as chronological order, because each letter is different authors, and it doesn't really matter, I don't think, the timeline, except for the last one I showed you was Charles Dickens for a Christmas theme. Now granted, this one also came around Christmas time, so I don't think it really makes a huge difference which one came first. So just being aware of that. Also, as you can see, I have taken it out of the envelope. This is the second take of this video because my phone is acting crazy and decided to stop recording halfway through my last video edit of this, me reading and reviewing this. So yes, we're starting over from scratch. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was going through my phone today and deleting a bunch of pictures and videos, and for some reason, yeah, my phone's freaking out. So anyway, just the first thing I want to make mention of is this was not in the other letters. This is the first introductory little quote, I don't want to say quote, but little thing they sent me. It says, Amberlynn, a gift subscription for you, 1 month of literature. Or 1 month / literature, which we assume. And as you can see, they have whoever does the subscription has beautiful calligraphy, as they should, since they are a art and letters subscription. So this subscription is for Louisa May Alcott, the famous author of Little Women. They are actually, I want to say, about to come out with a new movie version of this book, and they're redoing it again. And so they did send me a letter, actually 2 letters, from Louisa May Alcott to a Mr. Miles. There is 2 letters, actually. Oh, you know what? I am mistaken. There is actually, I want to say, 3 letters, because there's 2 different dates on here, and this one just says Monday, 1886, 1885, and 1885. So yeah, so there's 3 different letters. And then there is a poem written to Louisa May Alcott by Amos Bronson Alcott, which I believe was her father, if I read this correctly earlier. I'm a little ahead of y'all. Yeah, it was her father wrote her a poem. And so there's Louisa May Alcott. There is Amos, her father. They also have some pictures of some of her work. St. Nicholas Illustrated Magazine for Young Folks, Volume 14, Part 2. There's that. And From a Garland for Girls by Louisa May Alcott. A copy of the book. Jo's Boys, Last in the Little Women series. It's another work by her. And then Louisa May Lulu Nereker, which is her niece, her daughter's. I'm sorry, her sister's daughter. And let's see what else was there. Yeah, so those were the main things they wanted you to know. And sorry, these things, as I've said before, are not, they're not put in order very well. They should probably have it 1, 2, 3, 4, like numbered, so that I'm not constantly searching through these papers to find out what order I should read this in. And I'm gonna only read excerpts from this because it is very long. I'm gonna keep this video in an appropriate length, so I'm only gonna read pieces of the description. I'm not gonna read the letters to you. Again, if you want to try Arts of Letters, arts and letters, then for sure you will be able to read entire letters, but I'm not going to do that for the purpose of length of video. Okay, so literature, November 27th. Louisa May Alcott to Thomas Niles, 1985 through 86. In the constant search for letters to feature, it's sometimes difficult to find letters that are the right length, not so long that they take up too much space in the envelope, and not so short that they have no substance. This week we came across lots of short letters, but we found a grouping that are all on the same topic, and it's the letters writer's birthday this week. Hopefully this will satisfy. And then it goes on to talk about Louisa May Alcott. And I'm going to skip over to where it talks about how she knows Thomas Niles? Yeah, Thomas Niles. Bronson Alcott brought Louisa May and book editor Thomas Niles together. Thomas Niles Jr., 1825 through 1894, was a partner at Roberts Brothers Book Publishers. Born and raised in Boston, he spent his entire career in the publishing and bookselling business. He joined Roberts Brothers in 1863 and worked his way up to partner in 1873. And I'm sorry, I'm just trying to keep this short, so I'm kind of skipping around. When Bronson and Louisa met with Niles in 1868, he was already familiar with her work and wanted to work with her. He had approached her the previous year, asking her to write a book appropriate for young girls. She had resisted because she didn't feel she knew enough about what young girls wanted to read. Always thinking about money. Same girl. She also didn't think that writing for the juvenile market paid enough. In contrast, Niles believed that the juvenile market, especially for young girls, was expanding. This is what convinced her to try it, and the result was Little Women, or Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy, the semi-autobiographical novel that would become a classic. Yeah, so, and it goes on. There's 4 pages of this. I'm not going to read it all to you, as I said, because I need to keep this at a reasonable time. But yeah, that's just a little bit of the backstory. These letters are between her and this Thomas Niles. And he was kind of the one that encouraged her, apparently, to write Little Women, which became a huge hit and success. And on her own, she was not inspired to do that. So I just think that's really amazing. I enjoy these arts and letters. As I've said, I do suggest them if you're into literary and calligraphy and literature, calligraphy, history. So it's a little bit of everything. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this video and if you've enjoyed arts and letters, let me know. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.